And it is okay, and it is starting. We are on the air. So welcome everybody back to Reality Radio. We are here to do a double. This is our second one of the day, so we're excited. We get to talk about the challenge now, which I
Yep.
think was everyone's
Awesome.
favorite of the
Awesome
night.
premiere. I think it was better than Free Agents premiere. What would you guys say?
Yeah,
Andrew?
it was good.
There was more stuff that we were able to see. Like I felt like free agents, the premiere, all they focused on was Dustin being single for the first time, and with everything that went down with Latoya getting thrown in and whatnot. I felt like we got a lot. We saw a lot. We saw a lot more.
We did. I like this.
Yeah, this one
Great
was.
episode.
I liked it because it was entertaining, but you didn't have any like crazy first episode fight that we usually have. We didn't have like any weird like crazy first episode mess that we usually do. That's typical, but it was still entertaining because of the different cast members and the history with the Exes and
feel
the
like
challenge
with
was good too.
I feel like with this whole format, something that they've done before, they know what to expect. I mean, the first Battle of the Exes did pretty good in the ratings. I mean, I don't think they ever saw an episode past 1.5 on the ratings. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like with formats that they do over and over again, they redo them for a reason because they know that it will turn out good in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you know the ratings for last night's episode?
No, I didn't see them.
It normally,
I didn't.
when it comes to the real world so far this season, it's been taking like 2 days till they post them on Wikipedia. So I'm not expecting to see how they did till Thursday or Friday.
Okay. There is one website that has the ratings up like the next day, but I haven't checked it yet. So
Yes, UTV by numbers.
hopefully do well. I like this stuff.
But well, I mean, we trended all
season.
episode. I think the entire premiere.
Did we? That's good.
I didn't know it
We
was
did.
half long, but that's cool.
Yeah,
so
I was so proud of myself. I stayed off Twitter till Real World Skeletons, so I didn't see anything that happened. So I was so
good for
happy
you,
about that.
Andrew.
Good.
I would not have been able to.
It drives me crazy.
I would not have.
It drives me crazy staying off social media for TV shows. West Coast hashtag West Coast problems.
So I mean, let's just jump right into it. Like we already know the pairs. I want to get your thoughts on mainly Stefan because I know you didn't watch Are You the One. So I want to get your thoughts on their introduction to the show and how you think they'll fit in and their, like what's your take on them now that you actually seen them perform on the show?
I felt like you mean like the very beginning, like the intro when they first walked
Are
in?
You the One? Just them being on the show. Like what's your take of them being mingled in with the challenge people?
I like it. I like the idea of having them on now. It makes sense, I feel like they bring in. It's like fresh faces. It's kind of like they're stirring up the pot a little bit. It makes things interesting. And I was actually really surprised with Simone and JJ's performance because I completely underestimated them, and they actually did better than I thought. And so did Adam and Brittany. So
honestly, would you agree with me that? No disrespect to either of these two teams, but were you surprised that Christy and Shanley were on this one?
No, I wasn't surprised. I mean, I guess
they were the main storyline on the first one.
Not really, because if you think about the individual characters, like Christy wasn't that interesting by himself. I think as a pair and their situation throughout the show
with alcohol involved, he was very interesting.
Yeah, but then you have Adam and Brittany together. Like Adam's your typical guy, and then you have Brittany who's crazy and a stalker almost kind of. So I mean, I can understand why they would go with them, and especially with Simone and JJ. They'll bring possibly more like
interracial couples.
Yeah,
that was really fun.
Oh, that was a good one-liner.
Yeah.
So
no, but I like Are You the One on there. You guys like them being on there?
I love it.
Yeah,
Ever since I heard of it, ever since I heard that they were going to be on there.
I love that Zito, when Wes was talking to him, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, he called him "You Are the One."
Yeah.
You are the one versus you are the one.
You are the one.
Yeah, but I like it, and like I've said on like past shows as well as blog posts, it creates so many more possibilities for formats. I mean, Ricky's. I have a good feeling that if it's not the next challenge, the challenge after that will be Ricky's versus veterans.
Definitely. Or Railroad versus Are You the One?
Yeah.
On his
And
on that Q&A thing that John Murray did, the co-creator of the Real World and Challenges, someone asked like, so like, what's gonna be the future of the show? Or are you the one kids are gonna be on there all the time now? He's like, you know what? I don't know. We'll see the audience reaction to this season, and then we'll just go from there. So it's not like a guarantee. I mean,
you
aside from
you have to put certain people on from seasons 1 and 2, especially from season 2. You got to put.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. You have to put Leighton on the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean,
Because Big Country MTV,
Brandon,
he's going to start off
in person.
He's going to start so much drama in the house.
Yeah.
And that's what
I think
want.
they will cast more Are You the One.
I think they will, but it's not gonna be like 6 or 7 of them at a time. I think it's gonna be
it's
like
gonna take time.
3 or 4 each show. So, and I don't know, like, I don't know who's more popular, the season 1 or season 2 kids, but they're definitely not done with season 1. I know that they're gonna want Shanley on there. They're gonna want Christy, Scally.
West.
So they're not done with season 1. Then you have all these new season 2 people. So.
And it's such a huge pool to go from. I mean, Real World, every new season they only can have like 7 to 10 people. I mean, Explosion's an exception. Explosion's an exception. With Are You the One, you get 20 to 21 people in every season to choose from. So more power too. And it annoys me greatly that people are still complaining that these guys are on it. I mean. Camilla came from freaking Spring Break Challenge. Yeah. I mean, all three of us remember that challenge. Yeah. But do you think the average viewer would? Yeah. Do you think the average viewer would know what challenge she was from?
No. Not at all.
Yeah, it's just people just complaining. Just
people would be like, "Oh, she was on Fresh Meat too."
yeah, it's ridiculous. But oh man, I was gonna say something, but all right, let's move along. Okay, so
before we move along, what do you guys think of them bringing in all the rookies at the same time?
It was smart. It was kind of funny. It was dramatic, but I like it.
It was like dramatic. Other
bananas. I gotta give it to the man.
The Scooby-Doo man.
It's like the Scooby-Doo van just pulled up.
That was funny.
This is ridiculous. I can't with their dramatics. But that was. I mean, I liked it. It was a lot of rookies. So I mean, I can't imagine like next season has to be like a rookies versus vets or something because you have Chicago people, and then you still have more Explosion people. Now you have Are You the One season 2 people. So it's like they have so many rookies now. Like they have to do something like that.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping for something along those. I'm waiting for a big team challenge next. That's what I want. But okay, so we get into the couples. They get you got all the couples. They do their little intros and things like that. Now I get to the house. The house looks beautiful. Like this is probably the best house since Rivals 1, maybe.
Maybe yeah.
Like Free Agents was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I don't remember that house.
Too.
The basketball court.
But their living room was smaller. Free Agents' living room was smaller, where they did their ceremonies, like the meetings or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that one. I would say like Rivals and Fresh Meat too, because I like those like ranch style, like wooden houses styles. Like those are really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Free Agents was good too. But this is a really pretty house. It was really big. There's a lot of the cast members this season, so it's a really nice big house.
Yeah.
And so what's your take on Dustin though? He made a couple comments that had me surprised. 'Cause I never pegged him. He seems like a very social guy who's friendly with everyone. But when in the very beginning, he walked into the room and he said, "I want to be in a room with all the top dudes, with all the big players, because I want to make friends. I want to, I want these guys to see me as one of the guys."
Yeah.
And so, what do y'all take from that statement? And then we'll get further into what he says to Jessica later.
I don't know if you guys caught Mertz's chat with Dustin and Jess last night, but Mertz asked him a very good question, like, why don't people welcome him in like they do with Leroy? And honestly, I don't get it, because I feel like Dustin's a very cool guy. He seems very independent, and
Yeah.
very, very likable.
Mhm.
And he mentioned this later in the episode, that the whole the frat pad thing. I still think people
Think about him.
put that against him, which is very unfair.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but honestly, I don't get it.
Yeah, it sucks because he is a good guy. It seems like he's a good guy, and he's a good
At the same
competitor
time,
too.
at the same time, Zito definitely says a lot that people are like, no, you shouldn't be saying that. You're messed up, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're not there, so I can't really say, but
Yeah.
it is really weird though, because he seems like he gets along with a lot of people, but
Yeah, it
I
did.
just realized that like he really doesn't have, like, you get like these cliques. Leroy, CT, Johnny, like those guys are cool. Then you have Johnny Riley, Zach, and Jordan. You have those guys, and then you have like Frank and Knight were cool at one point, and then Knight is cool with Zach and CT. So like you see all these groups, all these cliques, and Dustin never really
Clicked with
fit
them.
in with any of them.
Yeah.
So I'm just now noticing that after he said that. I'm thinking like, well, he's, the only person I could say that he's been cool with was Nani.
The whole time.
And
At least
they've been
he's
really
trying to
open
make an
about
effort
their
to get to know
friendship.
him.
So yeah, it's really, really interesting.
yeah, I talked about this on my previous show. Outside of the rookie teams, the team of Dustin and Jessica was the team I was most worried about, as far as like once they get all the rookie teams out, they were going to be the next ones to go in.
See,
At
I
least that's
wasn't
what I
worried
thought.
about them because Dustin did so well on ballot seasons and Jessica did so well in free agents that I thought they could be like one of the teams that surprise people, that
Yeah.
will win a couple challenges out
I
of
mean,
nowhere.
they probably still can. You
They
never
still
know
can,
with this whole
but
twist.
With that twist.
this was a shock to me. What happened this episode was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Well,
I was so
it
upset.
proves that you have to have your friends in the game. If you don't have any friends, then you're SOL.
Yeah. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
But at least he's making an effort to get along with the guys, by rooming in
Yeah.
with them in
We
the
should. Can we talk about John and Avery real quick?
Sure.
Avery talking to DM, being like, things we haven't talked in a while, and I don't know. It's so weird for me to see these two not be together, and it kind of breaks my heart a little bit, because I love these two as a couple, and to see them not being like together and not wanting to talk to each other, it kind of sucks.
It does suck.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually surprised at the way they were broken up too.
Rumor has it Avery cheated on me. That's what Johnny Riley said.
Yeah.
Rumor.
Avery's denying it. She denied it on the show.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to believe in. I know you guys are trying to get her on as well as I am, but if she says straight up, "Oh, I didn't cheat on Johnny," I'll take it for face value.
Yeah, you can't debate about what she did. So
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
But,
well, speaking of denying things, we have another little rumor going around with Jessica and Jay, which is very random.
That's a new rumor.
I knew you were going to talk about that.
Very random. Wes, my favorite.
It wasn't random to me.
Wes, my favorite, he wants to be West and start gossip. He even said it. He's like, I want to just gossip. I'm bored. I'm just gonna start some gossip. So then he starts talking about how what happened with Jay and Jimmy, and then Jay admitted that he made out with Jimmy. Now
This episode is brought to you by the letter J.
And then Jay and Jessica. That is a very special letter. Jay and Jessica did something, but he didn't say anything. He said that she came to New York and we hung out. And so, and then Jessica denied it. So, I mean, what was your whole take on this whole mess with Jay and Jessica, and then also Dustin and Jessica? Dustin was kind of like harassing Jessica a little bit.
I gotta say, I'm not the biggest Zach fan, but when Zach called Jay Santa's little helper, getting the most action, that was hilarious.
I hated that.
Yeah, I didn't think that was funny. I was like, really?
That was weak. That was weak.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Like, you can't help how you grow, dude. That's like I don't get you can't help that. Don't pick on him for that.
As you guys know, and I know you're a big fan of his too, Whit.
Oh no!
I'm sure you are too, Stefan.
Did you see this?
I saw it. I'm trying to click on it, dude.
Oh no! You said too late. Oh no. Jay, if you're watching, we apologize for our tardiness. We had some technical difficulties.
You tweet him back?
No, I'm just saying that people watching
sorry,
right
guys.
now.
We just gotta tweet.
We had some technical difficulties. We apologize for not tweeting to you and letting you know beforehand. We apologize. We do hope to have you back on in the future, though. Sorry.
Oh man,
that sucks. All right, so we won't have
I really wanted to ask him if he was going to come on. I really wanted to ask him about that whole roast thing with him and JC.
That
was great, but I wonder if he and JC talked about what he said,
Well. Anyway.
But what were you saying? What were you saying about
You guys know that I'm a big JG fan.
Yeah.
And
wait, who's JG? Are you the one?
Jay. Yeah, no, Jay. From Explosions. Jay and Jenna.
Okay. JG. Okay, that's his.
That's his thing. That's his tweet.
Like the dude is very conflicted. I think when it comes to how he feels about Jenna, he says, "I think I love her."
But then he doesn't really
But then he has other chicks on the side, which. I mean, if that's what you do, JG, you know me and you're cool, but if that's what you do, that's what you do. But, you know what? You guys were just surprised about this whole thing with Jay and Jessica. I wasn't. I knew a little bit about it because...
I kind of knew it too. Didn't they?
Well, I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't know.
I remember seeing them, meeting up or, hearing about it.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it doesn't matter.
You know what? The dude does this thing. I mean, he's even though it got really annoying on Explosion, the way that he tried to get the girls' numbers. He's got game.
Yeah, he's cool.
Does it work all the time? No, but I feel like in a challenge situation, I think especially because we know that Jenna hooks up with somebody.
Yeah.
I think his game, his swag is gonna work for him in this challenge, and it might keep him around a little bit longer.
Wouldn't you guys agree that Jenna's her personality is a little bit different this time around? A little bit more.
Yeah, definitely because she said in one of her interviews, you saw me crying every day for Jay, and she's probably thinking to herself, I don't want to be like that, I don't want to be the. I don't want to be the girl that.
I kind of like this side of her, so.
She's like, I'm gonna flirt with all the guys, and Jay can't do it. There's not a thing Jay can do about it.
Yeah. And shout out to their what you call it? Their prof. What do you call that?
The thing is, though, doesn't she have a boyfriend?
I thought she was single.
She said in her she said interview that she had a boyfriend.
Yeah. So
I wonder how Jamie feels about that.
I
it's gonna
know.
be weird.
She
Hope,
police.
hope
Love you, Jamie.
she moving in with Zach Nets. She gonna be his Nets victim. Um,
Where are
but
they
yeah,
gonna? Where is that gonna move to New York or what?
Like he did with Janae.
And Ashley Feldman.
Oh wait, I was gonna say shout out to Jenna's and Haley's cartwheel by the pool.
Hey.
no shout out to that. All the spectators, the creepy pool spectators.
I couldn't tell who that was at first. I thought it might have been Brittany, but then I watched it again and I was like, okay, that's Haley.
Haley. Yeah, and Haley's another one that I'm really surprised at on this challenge as well. Shout out to Haley and Tom. Really happy for them. Because I doubted them.
Yeah.
I doubted them.
We'll talk about it once we get to the challenge.
Yeah, once we get to it.
I'm trying to get there.
Thomas in the beginning was like to the rest of the cast, she took my virginity.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
The cast was probably just laughing at that. It's like, okay.
Probably, yeah. I saw
Okay.
Banana smiling in the background.
Okay, no one cares.
Yeah.
But
that's really weird.
Honestly,
what do you guys think of Banana's infamous quotes? Well, toast. Well, I mean, it's not that special, but he always does like a challenge toast.
And around the world twice, you talk to all you once or something like that.
No, it's something like I'm a survivor.
I can't.
I'm a challenge survivor.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you guys get him for an interview this season, he doesn't flake like last season, right? But,
yeah. Hopefully, we don't screw it up like we just did with JJ. But anyway,
yeah.
I'm really
first
upset about that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we apologize.
Okay. Okay, so I was gonna say something more about the Zach thing, but all right, so let's just go with let's just head all into the challenge. Yeah.
Right.
We still got other stuff there. What are you
500
doing?
feet in the air.
I'm showing a picture.
But one more thing, and then we'll get to the challenge. The DMCT conversation was typical DMCT. I love that.
Yeah, I love those too.
CT was like, have you been thinking about me? Too soon?
Yeah.
Typical. They will always be like one of my favorites.
Yeah. Rest in peace, D.
Yeah, rest in peace, DM.
All
right. So the challenge. What did you guys
challenge? I forgot what it's called, but this was a really good one.
I got you, babe.
Yeah, I got you.
Because it was good because it was
I got you, babe.
I liked the fact that it involved a lot of communication, upper arm strength, as well as getting over the fear of your heights. I like this challenge.
I like that it was focused on the women, and it really showcased the women, what they can do, because usually it's the men who has to carry the women for a challenge if they're something they have to do together. But this was like all the women, and we get to see what they can bring to the table in a way, and something like this. And so I really like that they started the show off like that, because now we get to see, because usually when all the guys are even up, which is kind of how it is, like with Wes, Johnny, CT, Zach, Jordan, all these guys, they're kind of on an even level.
But this changed things up.
It's always going to be about how great or how weak your woman is, because the women are far more.
The one thing that we always saw on the first Exes is the ones that worked well together were the ones that got along well with their partner. I mean, Camilla and Johnny were great together.
Great. Yeah.
Mark and Robin, to an extent, were great. Ty and Emily always. I mean, yeah, they clashed every now and then, but they always got along well.
Mm-hmm.
And their first challenge is always key to see how, especially on a thing especially with a thing like Exes or Rivals, it's always key to see what teams are going to stand out and what teams are going to be if they don't get their act together, they're done.
You're right.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have started something else. Now I'm thinking about it, because like with the first season, they started with something where you have to like be all touchy-feely and everything. With this group of Exes, when there's far more bad blood and
And
and bad
especially,
breakups, that would have been so much better to start up them off something with like "Give Me Honey." You remember that from
yeah,
the first
Yeah.
episode of Exes 1?
Mhm.
especially with two real life exes. You know, I
There's a
mean,
lot of
Thomas and Haley,
A
Jay and
lot of them.
Jenna, they met outside. They met before the real world. You know,
Yeah, but I think
and
there is a
then
challenge like that, but it didn't. Yeah, like you're right. It didn't start
yeah,
off
it
like
didn't start off like that. There's gonna be down the road, which is gonna be
yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
but it didn't
But
start off like that. But it
back to
was a
this,
good challenge. I really like this one.
I liked it too. And there was 4 teams that completed it.
Yeah,
Uh, Demon CT, Wes and Teresa, Johnny, Riley, and Avery, and then Thomas and Haley. And out of all
yep.
4 of them,
Ter-
Thomas and Haley surprised me the most.
Teresa was going all wobbly, and I tweeted at her, "Is she doing? Is she even doing this right?"
Yeah, I
There
She
is
thought
looked
she
no
was
like
almost
right
she
way.
looked like she was gonna fall throughout the whole time. You know?
but, yeah, but she made it. That's
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
matters.
And like you said, Stefan, Thompson and Haley, I doubted them.
I
I thought they were going to be second or third to go.
I thought they were gonna
Now,
go second or something. Like I doubt.
now I think they're going to last a little bit longer.
Me too, yeah. And I actually like Haley as Thomas' partner. She seems cool. Like the way she
Like
went out there and just completed it, I was like, whoa. I
Thomas
didn't
was
know she
like,
had it.
if we win, I'll give her a hug, not a kiss, definitely a hug.
Yeah, but she was cool.
I see Thomas trying to hook up with somebody, and
Yeah,
the girl just not being into him.
yeah. Maybe if Jessica was still there, he could be hooking up with her.
I don't see that.
Man, maybe.
Maybe
So like, who surprised you as far as like not making it, not being able to do it?
Sarah and Jordan.
Sarah
They
had
cut
an
off right at the end, right?
Sarah had an
She almost
excuse.
made it, but she didn't. But she did have an excuse, but she
She
still
did
didn't
have
make
an
it.
excuse. I got to give her that. Her shoe was falling off,
Yeah, I
and
thought. Can you imagine a shoe falling on your head?
I freaking love Jordan and Sarah as a pair because
Me too.
even though we see in future episodes with the whole super tease and everything, Sarah's gonna call Jordan an asshole. I feel like they are a very good team, and for once, Sarah, unless Jordan pulls off Brittany's or Jenna's top, they're gonna be good.
Mhm. You're right.
Another team I was surprised about not completing was Bananas and Nani.
Yeah.
I was
I wasn't really surprised about that because
like,
Johnny didn't have anything to do with it. It was like Nani, and I never been convinced of her like strength, so I wasn't really all that surprised.
Yeah.
She looked
yeah,
like she's good. She's a really good competitor, but I just never been convinced of her like
Doing.
will or drive and
Yeah.
just like mental and upper body
She was
strength.
good with the
Which is
final
all
though, but yeah.
that challenge kind of had, and she had to pull Bananas, who isn't the lightest guy. He has a lot of muscle, but
I love Nani, but she's gonna be Bananas' Achilles heel when it comes to Bananas trying to get win number 6. I think
Mhm.
unfortunately, and if Naya watches this, Naya forgive me, because she loves
Oh,
Nani.
Nate.
I think Nani is gonna slow Bananas down. I
I think
really
so
do.
too.
It's not going to be. I feel like Camilla. When it comes to his female partners, I feel like Camilla. Yes,
She's been fun.
she was crazy, but she was able to hold. She was able to hold her own
Keep
with
up with her.
Bananas.
Yeah, he kept up with her. Him.
And if Bananas yells at Nani in a future challenge, I liked how they mentioned that Bananas like, if I can go a whole challenge without yelling at my female partner, things are going to work out. But
Yeah.
if he yells at her, Nani is going to shut down.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
What did you guys think of Zach's and Janae's performance in this challenge? Surprised or not that they didn't finish this one?
I honestly don't remember that one.
No, I'm not surprised at all. She had to
It
pull
wasn't.
Zach,
It wasn't memorable.
And
but
he gave her
but
like no rope. Did you notice that? He had like half the rope on his side, up near him. That's
When
why.
it comes
still, John A's is not doesn't strike me as a strong enough competitor.
Yeah, she's really
Um,
small,
that- and I'm
but
not even talking about
she still had
physically. I'm
like
just
no
like
rope. She
just
had like
how
no
much of a
rope.
I'm just not even talking about physically. I'm just talking about like how much of a competitor she is, like inside. She doesn't strike me as that person who would do anything or go to the lengths to pull that big dude. She's like, okay, look, this ain't working, and then kind of gets flustered. But
No,
I think she's gonna be good
yeah,
though. I think they're gonna be good. I just don't think this challenge was their challenge. There weren't. There's
yeah,
no way they were gonna win this one. They
yeah,
just wasn't on their side to win this one. But
yeah,
they're fine though. They have so many
I,
allies and friends.
I
yeah.
I gotta say, I gotta give it to JJ and Simone. I didn't think they were
Yeah.
gonna. I didn't think. I thought Simone.
They made it halfway.
I thought JJ was gonna be yelling at Simone. You're
Yeah,
like,
I thought Simone was gonna fall off.
go get over there. But he was very supportive of Simone. That kind of surprised me.
They made it halfway, and they surprised me too.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good for them. And then Avery and Johnny Riley did it really, really well. Avery as a rookie, killing it.
Do you think people are gonna underestimate her?
I think they will, but I know she
Just
can. I know she
She's
has
on
it.
my team.
just like they did it with Johnny Riley in free agents.
They're gonna do. I think they're gonna do good. They're like they're a good team.
Yeah.
So I mean, all right.
CT.
Yeah, he's the only guy who
Oh,
decided
the whole
to use
the
his whole
whole
body to help her.
the whole humping
Yeah,
the rope
up in the
thing.
air.
Oh, that was
That
so
helped her a little
funny.
bit. And
Yeah.
were you guys what do you guys think about Leroy's and Naya's performance? Surprised at all?
Not like
He made
I
it
said
halfway,
yesterday.
a little bit more than halfway.
Naya, I feel like still has more to prove, but I feel like she's gonna do it.
Yeah, she has a whole lot
And
more.
Night, I got to
Oh
before
yeah,
we tell the winner of the night. Can I just drop her now?
comical,
Yeah, they
comical,
weren't.
and
They were just fighting with each other the
yeah,
entire time.
comical. Typical Knight and Jimmy.
It's unfortunate what
Uh,
happened tonight, but I'm glad that both of their last challenge, they're together.
Me too. Yeah, and you know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? They're both Team Black. Knight, Jimmy, CT, and Jamie. They both have black jerseys. I was like, whoa, that's so like ironic.
Are you being superstitious here, Stephen?
I guess I am, but I noticed that. They both have black
Darn
jerseys.
black jerseys.
And not only that, but they both stood next to each other in the challenge picture. Like, that's,
That is very freaky.
yeah, it's freaky.
You're
They both have the
Stefan's
color
over here.
jerseys. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the winners of the challenge. Wes and Teresa, my team. I was rooting for them. I'm so happy they won. So I love it when Wes wins. Not only because I want him to win, but
Can he keep it up though? Can he keep it up? Because
he.
the minute he slips up, he's gonna be in that elimination round.
But that's the thing. When Wes wins, you have
think
fun.
the minute, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're right. When he wins, you do have a lot of fun. You do. But
Like
he
that
embarrassed
whole
himself the next round when he
sequence
doesn't.
was so funny to me.
Honestly, I don't.
Team the team. Huh?
If we still have the Are You the One and the Explosion kids in the house, do you still see Banana as being spiteful of him as he was on the first Exes and putting him in?
We'll see.
Well, a lot can happen. A lot can happen.
Depends on when the argument between both their partners happens.
Very true. I don't know. It's all up in the air. But I hope they do well. But I feel like Wes and Teresa, they have like a huge target. Because it seems like no one really likes Teresa either. So.
It really surprised me that Nani was like, oh, I loved her on Free Agents. Then I watched her and I was like, wow.
So.
Because honestly, and you've talked with her, Wade, and so have I. I love Teresa, but on this show, she definitely doesn't make a good name for herself, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I don't think it was smart that she suggested Jessica, who was supposed to be her friend, to go into the elimination. Like you're gonna
that's
put
what
your
she
own
said.
friend.
That's what she said, that she's gonna leave it up to Wes because she knows she's bad. So
yeah, but she suggested Dustin and Jessica. She put the idea in his head.
No, she ain't put no idea in West's
Yes,
head.
she did
West
at the dinner.
is
If you
yes,
if
no, she
you
suggested it, but I don't think that suggestion made West think, let
Yes,
me
it
put
did,
you guys
because
in
he
this.
originally wanted Bananas and Nani, and then she said no, someone like Dustin and Jessica. I wouldn't even have said their name. Like that's just
who would you have said if it
They're
wasn't
the perfect
Are You
team to
the
put
One or
in though.
Explosion? I agree with.
no,
I
you're
absolutely
right.
agree
But
with you.
I'm just talking about like
Who would
friends
you have
wise.
said, Stefan? Who
Who
would
would
you
I
have
would
said,
have said?
Stefan, if it wasn't Are You the One or if it wasn't Rural Explosion? Take those
Oh well,
take those four teams out of the equation.
dang, I
Who
need
would
to
you
look
have
at
put in
them.
if you were Will? Leroy and
Besides Are You the One and Explosion.
Leroy and Naya?
See, it depends. Like if
Because
I'm in,
he still has bad blood with Leroy, I think.
he does. He probably would have went after them. In my opinion, I do agree with you guys. Dustin and Jessica, they were a good team to thrown in, but I'm just talking about for Teresa's benefit. Like, Jessica's supposed to be her friend. Like, why does she not think about keeping her friends there? I don't know.
Because she sucks, Stefan. That's what she said. She said she sucks at politics.
Yeah,
That's
And
well,
why.
yeah,
That's
that's
why
we
she.
exactly.
we
She needs to go somewhere.
we definitely
So that's
saw
why it's like
it last season with
But
her
it
putting
was
she
a
doesn't
smart to
think about
throw him
that.
in.
She's
It
not.
was very smart to throw him in, but like, I don't
She's
know.
not thinking about let me keep my friends. Like she just let Wes do it because if you guys both try and work this, then if you're not on the same page, you have different friends, you have different allies.
Yeah,
Who's gonna have the strongest allies?
yeah,
Teresa, who everyone talks crap about behind her back, or Wes, who everyone fears and will be more likely to work with him just because they're scared of him.
exactly.
So it's like just let him do him. Yeah, she's friends with Jess, but she didn't put it out there to anybody but Wes.
Yeah,
So
who's Teresa's partner though at the same time?
Wes.
It's not
and
Jessica.
and
Yeah,
and who does Jessica have? She has no one. So
he
that's
doesn't.
not like how could they help Wes and
Each other.
Teresa? You
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
I think that was okay. That was a good move.
I
Yeah,
would
I thought it was a good move too.
I wouldn't
I
have
like
been
He
how
didn't.
shocked
Mike
to
did everything.
yeah.
He talked to everyone. He spoke to Jay and Thomas. I thought that was a good scene.
It,
Those three.
I gotta say, I'm a big fan of both Jay and Thomas, but if they stick with Wes past episode 5, oh, I don't think they're gonna go far. Because
Past episode 5, that is far.
That's like
Episode
halfway
5.
though. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is far.
but Wes
And
is
then
gonna
at that
eventually.
point, they'll have the numbers.
Wes will eventually screw one of them.
He
But he
will.
can't though if he's the biggest target. Like if it's West team, Jay and Thomas, and then other teams, West is gonna be the bigger target that late in the
You know,
game.
I would have loved this alliance, and I talked about this on my previous show with Tim. Wes team up with Jordan, Johnny, and Zach,
Yeah.
and take Bananas out. Be
Yeah.
like,
I can see that
us
still
four,
happening.
us four together, and if one of us wins, we put Bananas in.
Yeah. I still see that happening.
It was definitely too premature to put Bananas in,
Now,
but
yeah, definitely early because they would have
it
sent
wouldn't have
home
surprised
Brittany
me.
Adam.
It wouldn't have surprised me had Wes put Bananas in because we saw what he did to Kenny on Freshman 2. He put Kenny in. He told Landon to put Kenny in the second episode.
He did.
The thing with that though,
But I love
West
it.
doesn't have West does
I love
West
it.
doesn't have the way I see it. If people are thinking smart, West shouldn't have any bad decisions. He shouldn't have any bad choices. Like the rookies, they should align with West because that gives you 4 rookie teams, and then you have West over here. That's 5 teams right there, and then you have random teams that you can kind of get on your side if you need to, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that would be good for them. And then if they can get far enough, then they can turn on Wes. Wes also has the option, like Stephen said, or one of you guys said, with Zach, Johnny, and Jordan to team up against Johnny, and then
Wouldn't that be a great alliance right there?
he also has that option. And then he also has the CT Johnny Leroy option of like the vet guys. You all
Because
on their first
he's
Exes
still with
together.
CP. They're friends.
You're on the past couple challenges together. He has that option as well. So if played right, and if these people are actually smart and thinking, West shouldn't have any bad options because he's not a threat right now. I don't think Bananas is the biggest threat right now.
Yeah.
So,
but the first one, there's no need. And I think the reason why he didn't put Dustin in, that he put Dustin Jessica in and not Bananas and Nani, is because even though they have this long-standing rivalry, and if there is a Rivals 3, if Jordan declines the call, West will be the one that takes place, hands down. You could write that on paper. Yeah. I feel like there is a mutual respect there between the two, though. You know, they see what each of them have accomplished. I mean, Bananas is a 1-5, West is a 1-2. So I think there is some respect there. Maybe not much.
I just think that the disrespect comes when he talked to Bananas that way and then didn't put him in. Like, if you're gonna put him in, put him in. Don't talk down to him and talk about how he's done bad to you and you want to put him in, all that stuff, and then don't put him in. Now you just pissed him off, and now he has no chance of leaving because he could have Bananas and Nani could have very well lost to Adam and Brittany in that elimination. Anything could have happened. Like, they could have leaned forward, leaned backwards, slipped. Anything could have happened. So don't do that and then not put him in. Now you're screwed yourself. Yeah, I feel like. So that was bad. I think that's kind of was disrespectful for him. I can understand going after him as a competitor and say, okay, look, you went after me, I'm going after you. You know, good luck, whatever, and then put him in. But
I just wish for once he'd work with Bananas because I feel like if those two work together up until the point where the numbers are getting lower, I feel like they'd get along good together. But West just has something against Bananas.
He does.
So I would have put him in, actually.
Yeah, but before we get into elimination, though, what do you guys think about the bonus clip with Jemmy stating her criteria? Tall, black, lots of money, athletic.
And rich. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. She's been saying that since the Robo.
She said it since New Orleans, and she ended up with Knight. So that's all talk. She got none of those things with Knight.
She's like, I hooked up with one white guy, and that will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please. Okay, so let's go. So Dustin and Jessica are chosen to go in, and then we get this nice little sweet moment between those two, Justin and Jessica. I really like that team, and so I was so upset. Oh my God, you can't understand. But yeah, so they get a nice sweet moment, and then that's when Dustin starts opening up about, you know, frat pad and doing all this stuff, which we never really heard him talk about openly on the show. We've heard him in like interviews, I guess, or on Twitter or whatever, but you know, he's talking about it on the show, and he feels like that's the reason why he is kind of left out, which I don't know. I don't really get that feeling, but I'm not around these people. So.
I kind of agree to that to an extent.
Yeah,
it's very unfortunate because Dustin's a great guy, and I mean, I had the opportunity to speak with him twice during Battle of the Seasons, and he seems like he means well. Maybe just some of the stuff he says comes out wrong and it rubs people the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the fact that he is a good athlete.
Yes. It sucks, but...
So yeah, that was a nice little moment.
Going back to that vote, I think, like Whit and I both agreed with, and Stefan jumped on board after it. I agreed with that decision. If you don't put the rookies in, you put Jess and Dustin in. It was a good move.
That didn't really piss off them. Although they weren't rookies.
Because I mean,
it didn't really upset anybody.
If you put Bananas and Nani, I don't think that many people would have been mad. Had you put in Jordan and Sarah, Jordan would definitely be going after Wes.
Mm-hmm.
If you put in Leroy, obviously Leroy would go after Wes.
Yeah.
Like I said,
anyone he put in would have gone after him, but it's about, like, who do you fear the most? You know? That's what it's about. So if he screwed up his relationship with Leroy or Johnny right away, the other one is gonna follow suit because those guys are closer than Wes is with those guys. And then Leroy and CT will probably follow suit with each other. Um, so you have things like that, and then you have Zach, Johnny, and Jordan who kind of would help each other out. So if Wes attacked one of those guys, then he wouldn't be able to work with the others. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just like one team he would be throwing in there. Whereas with Dustin and Jessica, yeah, Dustin's cool with Nani, but she's with Bananas, and Bananas not going to care about that team. So
didn't Wes say something in the beginning? I'm sorry, go backwards. When they talked about the money that he'd take his dog on a vacation.
He did. That was funny.
Take his dog on a vacation like the Alps or something. While the other ones were being like, "Oh, I'll open up my own CrossFit." Zach was like, "I'll open up my own CrossFit gym." Nani was like, "I'll open up my own bar." Brittany was like, "Oh, I'll pay off some student loans."
Student loans.
And Wes just like totally out of nowhere was like, "Oh, I'll just take my dog on a nice vacation on the Alps."
Yeah.
And also, guys, don't you guys find it weird that he only follows one person on Twitter?
Yeah, his company, right?
Is that his company? I don't know.
Yeah, Better Box.
Yeah. That is weird.
One of his 20 companies.
All right, so let's just jump right into the elimination round. I forgot what it's called, but this was a really cool elimination. I loved it.
I liked it
so much.
It
was all about communication, about
upper arm, lower leg strength, all of that.
Upper body strength, balance, everything was all about.
It was a great
endurance
first elimination
in a way, so it was just so good.
I liked it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah. So it's Adam and Brittany versus Dustin and Jessica. Looking at these teams physically, it's toss up,
Mm-hmm.
So I was really excited going into this. What?
Do you remember if when Brittany and Adam were partnered together, did they work well? Do you remember if they worked well together or not?
I do not remember.
Are you the one? I think they did. So
I do not remember. But they had very goofy challenges then.
Yeah. They did. They worked well in this elimination.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
they really.
Yeah,
did.
Brittany had a lot of motivation because with Adam declaring his love for her randomly, she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting to the top of this thing."
I want Brittany to hook up with somebody so bad on this challenge because Adam would be so pissed, and it would be awesome.
I think so too.
I don't see it happening though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I would love her if she hooked up with somebody like Jay or Thomas and Brittany. Hey, Haley's a little bit cuckoo. So is Brittany. So,
no, Haley's not cuckoo.
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
Thomas wouldn't be able to handle that Brittany stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking with Brittany tomorrow too, so that should be a lot of fun.
But okay, so I mean, right away off the bat, they're neck and neck, and they're like teeter-tottering.
Well, they fall down first.
One
remember?
minute, Adam and Brittany. What do you say?
They fall down.
Oh yeah. Dustin and Jessica, they get off to a horrible start.
Just a slow start, but they got back.
I didn't get it at first. Because I just realized that they were connected to the bar together. That's when I realized what was going on. So
yeah.
when she would try to pull, they had each other's weight that they had to control, and it was just really weird.
The guys were lifting the girls, the guys were doing all the lifting with the legs, in my opinion.
Well, they had to. They're taller, so that was how it was
true.
really weird.
Yeah.
It was
But you know what? Even though they fell down in the beginning, they still passed them. Eventually.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It just sucked that they fell down after they passed them. They fell down again.
Gosh, they would have won that thing.
They were really
They were faster. They were working well together and going a lot faster. They were the more athletic team.
Yeah.
but yeah, something happens. I think like Jessica like leans back and that pulls Dustin forward on top of her, and then it was like a tragic
It
scene for me.
was.
I
I
was
was
like,
kind of
what? It was
hoping
like
for
they could have played it in slow motion and had like that music, like
music in the background.
like they're like falling to their death. That's how traumatic it was for me. That's
Yeah,
what I was thinking. Like,
it sucked.
no.
You know what though?
um,
Jessica did give it a good go.
She
And
did.
do I
she did
see?
really well.
I love Jessica. Still love her.
I really do. I do too. But I just find it hard for her to do well in elimination rounds, as we saw. I feel like no matter who her partner is, she always struggles in elimination rounds, and it sucks.
Mm. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, but this was a good challenge. I love that
It was.
elimination, man. I
And
hope we
shout out to
see
the
it at
winners,
least one
though.
more time.
What was it called?
Pole something, I think.
Um,
I don't remember.
I don't know.
so Adam and Brittany wins their
Are you the
first
one?
challenge elimination
Yeah.
ever.
Good
So
for good
congrats to them.
good for them. I'm
Yeah.
definitely. It definitely shuts up all the people like, oh, why are you the one on the challenge?
Yep.
Well, actually, no, it probably doesn't shut them. They'll probably still talk. But
But like, it was good, just good for.
it shows that they're there to play.
Yeah.
Are they
They're
gonna
there to
win?
play, and
I don't
this is
know.
gonna give them a lot more momentum to.
Do I see either? Are you the one pair going to the final? I don't know. I honestly don't think so, unfortunately. But hey, them winning by Adam and Brittany winning the first elimination round shows that Are You the One definitely needs to stay on this show.
Yeah.
I hope that they just win a couple more eliminations, both them and JJ and Simone. Just because it'll be
Rub it
sweet,
in their face.
sweet. Yeah, it's like we're knocking your friends off. You don't want us here, we're still knocking your friends off. So
Yeah.
who cares?
We're still
I
here.
think, and that's what I want. Even though it sucks that it had to be Dustin and Jessica, I was so hoping that, honestly, I know I don't like want to say this, but I was hoping that it was gonna be Thomas and Haley, just because
Strategically, it should have been one of those three rookie teams.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of Thomas, but so I wouldn't mind seeing him go. And out of Haley and Brittany and Adam, I'd much rather see Adam and Brittany stay. But whereas with Dustin and Jessica, oh my God, I was torn. I was so torn. I didn't know what I wanted. So
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah, so I was just like, whatever happens, happens. It's gonna be bad and good from here. But they're not out of the game, though. They're not out of the game.
Yeah, but before they did the whole exile thing, oh man, I'm really sad that she's gone.
Yeah, I was so sad.
Them showing the whole dancing at the club thing. Oh man.
Oh, you talking about DM?
Yeah, DM and CT.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a nice moment to see again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a little like one of those news, breaking news moments, but it's not really breaking news, but whatever. It says that I got a tweet that someone keep tweeting us that the new episode of The Real World will air at a special time on Monday at 9 p.m.
Does that mean maybe we'll get an after show after that? You think?
It says afterwards it's gonna be MTV's new series.
Oh, Victoria Justice show. That's right.
Maybe they're trying to get people to watch The Real World before Victoria Justice. But is this gonna be permanent?
I doubt it.
No, it says a special time, so I'm guessing it's just for this week.
Maybe they'll do an encore presentation Tuesday.
So what's going to be on that Tuesdays at 10? The challenge, or still at 11?
Probably still the Real World. I'm guessing.
On Tuesday? No, it'll be the challenge or something else, and then the challenge afterwards.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we
I would like that. The challenge.
Let me see if MTV.com has changed that.
It probably did.
So
that's interesting.
Before we sign off.
Yeah, but we're real quick because we didn't talk about Jay and Jenna's performance in that challenge. Because Jenna really she She was really close. She almost made it.
It just says airs at special time Monday, and it still says, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it still says Tuesdays. No, you guys can.
What'd you say?
It just says airs at a special time Monday, so it says Tuesdays as well.
Oh.
So I think just a one-time thing.
What were you saying, Stephen?
No, I was saying, what did you guys think of Jay and Jenna's performance in that challenge, real quick? Because Jenna, she came really, really close, but she missed it.
Yeah,
So
that
you
was
guys
that was like too close. That was like too close where you can just like hop and fall in that direction. You'll get it. Like she felt like back. It's like if you're ready to fall, lean to this way.
I think when it comes to all of Explosion, Jay and Jenna, depending on formats, are going to be the two that we'll see almost every time.
I disagree completely.
I think you're going to say Corey, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna say that Jenna's not gonna be the only reason she's like, kind of like Ashley from San Diego. She just needs to be a part of the theme, and her and Jay ended on such bad terms.
Oh, I know. I know from talking.
But I don't think that over all those cast members that Jenna would be called back again unless they needed her for a theme and people dropped out. But Jenny, Jamie, Ari, Haley.
Yeah, I want to see those.
They will all get calls over her, even though some may.
No, especially Corey and Jenny. Gotta see those two.
Yeah, Haley and Thomas, and I said this on my previous show, were probably an alternate team because Jenny turned it down.
Yeah.
Everyone turned it down except those four. And
but
Corey.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely glad to see Haley back. Haley on a challenge. I wasn't sure after she left the real world that we were gonna see her on a challenge, even though when we talked to her, she said she would. I wasn't sure if MTV was gonna be like having her number on speed dial. But hey,
she killed it though.
More power to her. Yeah. And was there anything that stuck out to you guys in the Super Teas?
Well, I just want to get to the Exile house real quick before we go.
For sure.
Okay, so we go from the club to the Exile house where Jessica and Dustin is staying, which was really cool. I don't know how much of fans you guys are of Survivor, but they do this on Survivor. Yeah. Like they have like the redemption thing.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about this? I'm happy about it because it's a nice twist. People are complaining, but it's like they don't understand that things need to change. What do you say?
Morgan and I talked about this after we finished our interview with Sylvia. The whole twist is still very vague. Like we don't know if the second team that goes in is going to face them head to head, or what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Is it just going to be one team, like, say, episode 6, episode 7, one team, say it be Dustin and Jessica, come back into the house?
I hope they do it.
I'm confused by it.
I hope for the second episode, I hope they do it like they did. Do it the same way they did with the first episode, but the losing team, instead of going home, they're just face Dustin and Jessica. So we won't see this battle until episode 3, maybe.
Well, it's gonna be on MTV.com.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's just gonna be on MTV.com exclusively.
All the battles for Exile?
Well, how many battles are we gonna see?
I don't know.
Maybe they may bring them back mid-season. So maybe like 4 or 5. They can't do that many.
Oh, so it's gonna be like only one Exile for one of them to come back.
The team. Okay, I think as far as the team that comes back,
they were always gonna one of them will always come back. I don't know.
No, because in the Super Tees, it said the way he worded it was that the losing teams have been battling out in challenges to see who gets to come back in the game. So that leads me to believe that after each elimination, there will be a battle in Exile. And then that one team who wins stays in Exile and has to battle the next team. And then you have to keep battling.
That's what I thought. But how many are we?
Oh, that sucks.
How many are we gonna get? How many are we gonna get?
They're gonna be worn out.
Yeah, that would
I
suck.
don't see one team winning all of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't see Dustin
See,
and
I thought
Jessica
they would
last
be allowed back in the
back in
house.
the house.
That's what I was thinking, but I guess I was wrong. That's
No, not
crazy.
immediately back in the house because then
Yeah,
that would be crazy. Because then it'll be like, yeah, that'd be
they would
crazy.
just send them
I think
back
I
in.
like that. Yeah, I think they're going to come back in around like episode like right before the final maybe or like around like
What?
episode 6 or 7.
Man,
Should be good.
you know how this twist will work if the team that comes back makes it to the final. If they go back, and the reason why I'm hoping that for Big Brother 17 they don't do the whole reentry thing because it really hasn't worked the past. It worked in 15, but it didn't work in 16 because she went right out. But
But
if
that's
this
that's
if this format
that's
works, they need the team to come back to hopefully go to the final. If they go right back and go right back home, it'll be all for nothing.
It would, but at least they have that chance to, do it. But I see
Or
what you
what? Or
mean.
what if I don't think they're going to do this? But what if they bring them back and be like, "You're going back into the game, and then you're the next power couple."
See, that's
That
the
would be a
ideal, I
that would
think.
be a good twist.
Have
Be
them be
like,
the
hey,
power couple, but it's
hey,
gonna be hard.
hey, you guys are going to be the power couple. We're not going to be doing a challenge. You guys are just going to be automatically the next power couple.
Oh, automatically power couple?
no, I think that's unfair.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
it
I
would
was
be
trying to be
cool to
creative there.
see, but or maybe there'll just be safety. They'll have safety if they go back to the house for like
For
at
the
least one round or
for the
something like
first
that.
round, I
Yeah,
hope they do.
but
Yeah, they
that
should
puts
do
a
that.
target on them anyway.
They should do that.
Yeah, you never know.
It should be a lot of fun though. I'm glad the challenge is back. I thought we weren't going to get it till March or April
Mhm.
with all the circumstances with Night and DM, excuse me.
Yeah, they surprised us.
Obviously, they wanted to move it up to not
Yeah.
have it be as painful to watch. I mean, it's still hard to watch both of them, knowing that both of them are gone.
Gone. Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys got the emails from the publicists. They want us to stay, and I totally respect this. They want us to stay away from talking about Demon Knight to the interviews, unless there's somebody that was really close to both of them. And it's a really sore subject, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that email yet. I don't think but that makes sense. That makes sense.
It does.
It does. Yeah, I think Whitney is frozen.
I honestly, Stefan, the whole tribute, I don't. I honestly was kind of disappointed by it. It
Oh,
was
DM, you Harshy?
no, the whole we're dedicating the season to Night and DM. They really didn't do. It was only like for 3 seconds. That was it. I felt like they could have done a little bit more
Yeah,
to pay their respects.
they could have. Yeah, but they did blogs on their website. But yeah, maybe you never know. Maybe we'll see like another special like mid-season, a little bit more about Demon Knight, but who knows? Or and definitely they like the after show. If they have like a challenge after show, we can see more as well. They can talk more about them. But I
Whitney,
guess we
can
will
you
see.
can you
Oh,
end this, Stefan, or no?
I can log out. I can't end this.
Okay, so then we'll just wait on you.
Yeah,
What do you guys think of the real world?
I like it. I like. I think it's gonna start picking up more with the skeletons coming in now.
Yeah,
Um,
we get to see more of Sylvia's interaction with Alicia next week, as well as one of Tony's.
Tony's ex-girlfriend's coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really want to like Tony Stefan, but the dude reminds me so much of Trey, and the bad qualities of Trey. You know,
See, I don't. I didn't see it.
it boggles
I
my
don't see it.
mind. Like
Is it because he has a girlfriend back at home and he's?
exactly.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like I guess he had sex with Madison in the next episode, and then his girl comes to the house.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
Like
what.
zing.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we
What is
good?
bad?
Sorry about that. Stupid thing.
Yeah, we were just talking about the railroad real quick.
Yeah.
Honestly, one question I got for you guys about the railroad: do you think with these whole twists, do you think people are going to be scared to try out, or do you think people will still try out?
I think people will still
No,
try
it's
out.
television.
Yeah.
They want people want their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. And Andrew, like you were
15
saying
minutes of
earlier,
fame.
because we're getting the challenge earlier this year, hopefully that means we get another challenge sometime
September? You
as
think
well.
so? You think in the fall?
Maybe, yeah. Or summer. Oh, probably not the summer, but definitely the fall.
My guess is the challenge will end probably end of March, maybe April, maybe beginning of April.
We'll get another challenge before we're rolls.
We'll get the calls. People will start getting calls probably like maybe end of February.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm in the Big Brother as much as I am, not having a challenge for the whole summer won't bother me.
Yeah. Because Big Brother.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of doing a video. I really want to now.
A
For
video
what?
for
For
what?
Big Brother.
Big Brother.
Tryout for Big Brother.
Oh, you are?
Hey, you better shout
Yeah.
you better shout us out on the live feeds if you
Yeah,
can.
what?
Be
Oh my
like
God. I would
be
Oh,
like
if I
I
if
would
I
totally
if I
do
make it, yeah, for
be
sure.
like
But if
follow at CSUA
it's a long
Kurt
shot.
and at CSE Sanders or whatever it is.
you should do that. Yeah. But I would do it too. But
I
I can't really do videos like that. I'm not tech.
I would love to. I would love to do that,
We
but
should
we'll see. I want
all
to try
three
it.
of us should be on there and like we have like a secret alliance.
What, the reality radio alliance?
They'll never know. But yeah, well,
No
you
goodness.
could do that. Definitely. Try out.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I
I'd rather
think
do that than
my
Survivor. Or, like,
Yeah,
I'm not
Survivor.
doing
you
Survivor.
should
I'm
definitely
not Survivor.
Survivor's
you
scary.
should definitely sign up like right now. You know?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're just gonna start doing the open cap. I mean, I don't know because I don't go on the website, but my guess is they're doing the opening.
It's
They're probably gonna do open casting calls
definitely probably soon.
probably like February, and
Cool.
they'll probably cast by like April or May. Probably May.
Yep.
I don't know.
Here is a mess. Okay.
But a good challenge next week should
I
be
think
fun.
we pretty much covered everything.
Next
Yeah.
week
Next week's episode. Yeah. We didn't even
What?
see anything for next week, did we? We saw for the rest of the season.
Do you
So
know
yeah,
what
we
the
can't really do any predictions, but
Do you know what the title is for the next episode? First one is
no, I do not.
First one was where is that love?
Oh, Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, yeah.
That's what they did the first Exes. The first Exes they named all like it was like all love songs.
Love is a
What's love got to do
battlefield,
with it? I will
crazy
always
in
love
love.
you. It was all love songs. Love is a battlefield. Yeah, I like
I
that.
think one of them was
So-
Take is love.
Wow.
So okay, so I think so Andrew, you have anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, I
anything
just
you
put.
have
I
upcoming?
just.
You have
I
your
just
you
put-
just did an interview with Sylvia.
Yeah, and like I told you guys, I love chatting with Vila and I love chatting with Bruno, but Sylvia, and I hope none of the people that watch this from the real world skeletons hate me for this, but Sylvia is my absolute favorite on the show. I feel like we're learning a lot about her, and I feel like she's real, you know. And it was definitely a fun interview. That's on. All you got to do is search on YouTube, Big Time Reality TV, and you should get it. If you don't see it, just click on my channel and you'll get it. And I had Jasmine on to preview the challenge last Friday, and I'm going to be speaking with Brittany with the potential of a surprise guest from Are You the One
Sweet.
tomorrow, and that'll be at
Good.
2 Pacific, 5 Eastern.
Nice.
And
And the blog is bigtimerealitytv.blogspot.com. My last post was Amazing Race, Reality Stars. I had I'll tell you some of the teams I had. I had the Victor Twins from Bad Girls Club. I had Mike and Boogie and Will. I had Mark Long and Johnny Bananas. Coral and The Miz.
Yeah. That'd be good.
okay,
team.
that'd be cool. I don't watch Amazing Race, but I would watch it then.
Yeah, I'm watching a season right now that Brendan and Rachel were on, and man, you think they were bad on Big Brother as far as for how annoying they were? It's worse on Amazing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole
it's-
season of that, but I saw a little bit. Yeah, they're
It's
annoying.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like more
They
so.
win Amazing Race, don't they?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they did.
They made it to the final both times.
Yeah, she cried like a baby too. I saw the final. That's what I did see.
I'm on the finale.
Oh,
I'm probably gonna watch the. I'm on the finale of season 20 right now, so I'm probably gonna watch that when we're done. But yeah, so check out that blog at bigtimerealitytv.blogspot.com.
cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Well, I don't think we
Thanks.
have. Well, okay, so I don't know. Wait, Andrew, stay on real quick because I don't know if we're going to be doing. I'm not sure if I want to be doing American Idol discussions. So I guess we can just kind of figure that out if you're going to be watching it because I may want to
Oh,
do that if it
I
ends
don't
up being
know
okay.
because I mean,
If it ends up
I'm
being
gonna
okay.
watch it, but once Survivor comes on February 25th, I might just watch it whenever I feel like it.
Me too.
That's fine too because I may end up being doing the same thing. All right, I'm not sold yet on this season of American
I'm
Idol,
not.
but I
I
want
wasn't
to
sold last season. I'm
give
not
them a
sold.
shot.
You know, on the Idol website, they already have the
Last
top 20.
season's
They already have
bad.
the list for the top 24.
That is so weird.
Yeah, and the auditions just
So we'll
started
see
today.
what happens with that. Um.
We should
Oh
get
yeah,
a
it does start tonight. All right,
we
so
should
we'll
do
see what
some
happens with
Survivor
that.
talk once Survivor airs. I mean, if I
Yeah.
have time, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have an interview for my school's bookstore Friday, so hopefully I'll have it. Hopefully I'll
Oh,
get it.
So
Survivor's
we'll
on
s-
Fridays now.
No, I have an interview with my campus bookstore on Friday, so
Oh.
we'll see how
Well,
that goes.
what date is it premiere? Wednesday?
February 25th.
Okay, yeah, I find out.
An amazing race is right after that. So
Oh, okay. Sweet.
all right. So yeah. So all right. Thanks to everyone for watching. Again, we're so sorry, JJ, for not getting everything together. You have no idea how sorry I am. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
same here,
JJ
dude.
that
I
JJ
sucks so bad.
apologize.
Okay,
John
and
Jacobs, they'll make it up to you.
yeah, we apologize, and
They'll make
Yeah.
it up to you.
we definitely want to get you and Simone on
Yeah.
sometime. Um, okay, so as far as we don't have any interviews confirmed yet coming up for the real world. I hope we get some confirmed, but we'll see. We'll keep everybody informed and
Or
all
yeah.
that stuff. We'll be doing the. I got to put up our scores for the challenge.
Oh, you
Fantasy.
did them.
I have to put them up and on talkingrealitytv.blogspot.com to keep up with that.
I'm in
And
last place.
You think Stefan's in the lead
you're
with
in
it?
first place, Stefan. You're probably in
No,
first
I'm
place.
in after this week. I'm in last place. Watch. Watch. I'm gonna be in last place. I just know I am. My team is not that
you
strong.
stupid. Look, okay.
My team
So
is this shit.
yeah,
Yeah, your team is really. Yeah, you guys, all
so
three guys really have good. Like I don't see anyone in my team that's gonna make it in the final. That's my opinion.
Wes and Teresa.
Then why'd
I
you
don't see
draft?
that.
Why'd you
I do
draft them,
not see
homie?
them at all. I'm sorry. They have a long
Then
way
why?
to go, and I just feel like
Then why'd you
I
pick
feel like they're gonna get
Why'd you pick
screwed.
West third, and you could have
You know what? I feel like
let
they're
me
gonna get
have
screwed
fifth.
last minute.
You could have left him for me.
Huh?
You
No,
could have
here's the
left
thing.
Wes for
I
me. I
thought they
would have
were gonna be in
gladly.
the final. I thought they were gonna be in the final, but then after the first episode, I was like, you know what? Wes and Teresa, they have
Oh,
so much
after this
bad blood. There's
episode.
no point. Huh?
Okay.
West is being West though.
Yeah, but I didn't know how
Uh,
bad it was gonna be. But anyway, we'll find
I
out.
have no shit.
Okay, yeah, you may be in a little trouble. All right, I get you now.
Yeah,
Um,
I am.
all
We
right.
still
So,
got
thanks everyone for joining us.
our
Thanks,
last thing.
Andrew.
Last thing. Are you guys still going to figure out something for a prize or something? I don't know what we can
Yeah, I
do.
figured something out. I can't think of anything right now, but I'll figure something
I don't
out.
know. Maybe free tickets to the reunion.
We'll see. I'll figure something out and
Like
I
we
can
have
tell
the
you
opportunity.
Yeah.
okay, you got those, Stefan?
I know, right?
You got those?
You have Scooter on speed dial, Stephen?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, maybe get some.
We need the resources to
You
offer
Yeah,
that
and
stuff.
I'm making stuff up.
you and Scooter are homies.
Mm. Maybe we can
Free
ask for a
Super Bowl
jersey. I don't know.
tickets. Whoever wins. Um. Okay, so I think we're done here. Uh, so yeah, thanks everyone for joining us, and we really appreciate it.
This was
And we will
long.
talk to you guys soon.
Shit, it's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah.